while playing cricket for India?
It has to be my last test match. And the reason for that is I played for so many years and my mother hadn't seen me at all. So before that game, I told my mother that you have to come. Due to her physical challenges, it wasn't so easy, but she said, I'll come for you. And she was there in a wheelchair. But that was one big emotional moment for me when they showed her on the mega screen. And I was actually batting there in the middle, looking to just play out the last 6 deliveries of the day. My mother and my father, both of them right from my school days, didn't want to put any pressure on me. They wanted me to have complete freedom to do what I wanted to do in life, what I wanted to be in life. And they supported me, they encouraged me. And then this was my best opportunity and possibly the last opportunity to get my mother in the stadium and witness. I told her कि at least देख तो लो कि 24 साल में क्यों जा रहा था. That has to be my happiest moment.
And that question was asked by Nived Gopal Krishnan. Is Nived here? Nived Gopal Krishnan is here? Okay, so Nived Gopal Krishnan had put that question forward. Okay, let's go ahead. The next one, on the personal front, sir, on the personal front of cricket, what's the best advice you have ever been given? This question from Alok Mishra.
Yes, sir.
Good to see you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Personal front, I still remember I just played for India and I was traveling with my father. My father would invariably have loud music going on in the car because I enjoy listening to music while I'm driving. Father, as usual, would be, working. He would be, writing few things and all that. As I was driving, he never got distracted. And at a traffic light, we stopped in Bandra itself. Near this Karanagar signal. And my father told me that, you achieved your dream. Magar, iske aage, you've played for India, and this would last for maybe 10 years, 15 years, whatever. Nobody knew at that stage, neither did I. My career would go on for 24 years. But what happens after that? I said, I would want you to be a good person in life. Good cricketer, yes, and tries out good. But I want you to be a good person in life because that is something which will stay with you till your last breath. And people should love you beyond your cricketing years. That was the best advice I received. But along with that, like in Marathi they say कि ना ही देवाची देणगी है, दोन्ही हाताने पकडून ठेव. So it is like, you've been blessed with this talent. Don't take things for granted. So that was an important moment for me, the most important moment, because a 16-year-old can easily get carried away. But you need someone who's not actually scolding you and forcing you to do certain things. If you are convinced, you will follow those things. If you're forced, maybe in front of that person for that much time, you'll listen to what the person is saying because you have no choice. My father tells you have no choice. But my father never chose that route. My father always convinced me and left the ball in my court. And today also, when I was 16, so you can well imagine it's 34 years now, but I still remember that because I got convinced with that. And that is what my message would be to all parents here. I know there are young parents here. कुछ वैसे ही करो, काम कर जाता है.
So wonderful to listen to that thought, and as Sir said, Devachi Devki, and really God's gift, and I think it's a gift for all of us that we witnessed him in action, and today we are here present to celebrate a special milestone. On the topic of milestone, there's a question that has been asked by Sachin Superfan. Sachin Superfan is the one who has asked this question. Favorite 50?
Favorite 50 has to be this one because this 50 covers everything.
मेरे सही नहीं है
This has been my slowest 50 though.
बिल्कुल आया आपका नाम भी जब मैं
Possibly the best 50 because it covers everything in my life.
So you know, if we were to take this as an answer, we can, I think, edit the record books. 96 in Test cricket, 68 in one day, 164 half centuries, and plus one, 160. Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you. Okay, going ahead. The next question from Amit Sachinist. Is he here? Amit Sachinist? Yes. First bencher. Amit Sachinist asks a question. So if time rolls back, and you got a chance to meet one person, who would it be and why?
मेरे पास दो चॉइस होनी चाहिए, एक नहीं, क्योंकि वो अलग-अलग फील्ड में से है. The first is Muhammad Ali. I never got an opportunity to meet him. Whatever videos that I've seen of him, extremely inspiring, and whatever he did, the personality that he was, I would have loved to have met him. The second person, बिल्कुल opposite है, Mother Teresa. I was never able to meet her and take her blessings. To leave her country and come here and जो एक noble contribution रही है on humanitarian grounds, I think उसको match करना is unbelievable. I mean, it's impossible. So that is without any doubt one big regret that I was never able to meet her and take her lessons.
Yes, thank you so much. Going ahead, another one from Sharat 319 is here. Sharat is here. Yeah, Sharat is here. So Sharat has asked you a question. Did you ever think how will your career be as a fast bowler, as you wanted to become a fast bowler in the beginning of your career?
I was always a batsman, by the way. I was never a player who wanted to become a fast bowler. I was always a batsman. And me and my brother would always think, you know, बैटिंग के साथ अगर फास्ट बॉलिंग भी हो जाए तो मज़ा आएगा. सामने से 2 बार सोचेगा बॉलर बाउंसर मारते हुए, क्योंकि उसके पास भी आएगा वापस मेरी तरफ से. But that didn't happen. I enjoyed bowling fast in the nets from 16 yards because from 16 yards I could make batter's life uncomfortable in the nets. तो सारे हमारे टीम के बैट्समैन थे, be it राहुल, लक्ष्मण, सहवाग, सौरव, बहुत सारे नाम है, मैं मिस कर जाऊँगा, यूवी वगैरह सब है. तो उनको मैं हमेशा आगे से बॉलिंग करता था और थोड़ा सा उनको अनकम्फर्टेबल करता क्योंकि छोटे डिस्टेंस से बिल्कुल. मैं यही बोलता था कि ना भाई मैच में ऐसा ही बॉल आएगा, उसकी तैयारी करो. बट इन रियलिटी मुझे थोड़ा सेटिस्फैक्शन मिलता था फास्ट बॉलिंग में, आगे से
Oh yes, but long fast bowling, we still remember those leg spin spells, the one at Eden Gardens, the one at Adelaide, and we can never forget that going point distance. Yes, oh, that was so special. The last one that just struck my mind when we were discussing this answer. Okay, next one. Interesting. Yeah.
There's also a story which I never narrated.
Yes, we'd like to listen to this one.
This is a special place where I narrate it. Especially for the first time. तो वही मैच में when I started bowling and I kind of figured out that I was getting the ball to rip a bit, it was turning. Or Moin and I, we've known each other for a long time because he also started his career in the early 90s and we got along well off the field and all that. But so whenever we played exhibition games, I would get him out. So I kept playing mind games. तेरे को इस गेम में भी मैं आउट करूँगा तो ऐसे तू मुझे बॉल टॉस कर मैं तेरे को छक्का मारूंगा ऐसे चलो हमारी शर्त लगी मैं बॉल टॉस करूँ छक्का मार के दिखाऊँ एंड when if I'm not mistaken Abdul Razak was batting at the other end and when Abdul Razak was on strike I kept telling Kamar और बाकी के सारे फील्डर पीछे जाओ एक रन जाने दो so I want him there mind games and he was smiling at me I was smiling at him तो मजाक नहीं करो लेके जाओ मेरे साथ and then played couple of balls the way he put his left foot forward and kept his back behind the pad kind of gave me some indication that he's being really defensive and somehow waiting for the next two balls to be bowled and then that was the last ball of the day. So in my head I'm thinking that he's anyways going to put his pad forward. Even if my googly is seen a little bit, it doesn't matter. But I want my googly to turn. And that is exactly what I did. And so was my reaction after that.
Yes.
Seeing it was out of the box reaction. मेरा वैसे reaction होता नहीं है. But it happened because we were playing mind games and all that. And then he also went after that. Moin and I said कि मैंने बोला था ना लेके जाऊँगा मेरे साथ.
Just struck my mind and we got that anecdote. And I think for the first time that we've heard the story of that wonderful wicket of Moin on the last ball of that test match. Okay, of that day. Let's go ahead. The next question, interesting name, Shatrology. Is he here? He or she? Shatrology. Yeah, Shatrology is here. The question is, so what's the funniest incident on a cricket field you have been a part of?
This was when we were playing for West Zone. I was captaining West Zone and we were playing South Zone in the Rajkot. It was a one-day match and a decent crowd had turned up and as the match progressed, the crowd got louder and louder, they got more involved. Vinod Kambli was fielding at long on and उसके पीछे girls stand था. So it was उसकी बाधा होने के ऊपर हो गई. It was always like that. Entertainers are crowd के लिए. So Abby Kurula is bowling and Abby Kurula bowls a slower ball. It was V.B. Chandrasekhar. He went for a big slot. उसका टाइम हुआ बॉल मगर ऊपर चला गया. And Vinod is under the ball and then finally manages to take the catch. और catch पकड़ने के बाद he removes his hat and is looking at all the balls behind us. और फिर बॉल ऊपर फेंका और जेम्स बॉन्ड ऐसे बॉल को शूट कर दिया. And while all this was happening, batters were running because it was a no ball. Catch को पकड़ा और 3 रन batsman ले गया. Because the crowd was so loud, he couldn't hear and I am like at short mid saying no ball है, no ball है, ball है. He was engrossed. उसके बाद being a captain, I'm supposed to get angry, मगर वो ऐसा किस्सा था कि nobody could get angry. All were laughing on the field. तो बैट्समैन भी रन ले गए थे उस बॉल में.
Wow, wonderful. There are quite a few questions more as well, but I think we will go on to the next activity, where we have these groups. Okay, we have these groups.